So that is also an excellent lead into my next question, because I could tell even just from my reading the website and everything and what I know from working in the store, you have planned everything so intricately for this company. Everything is so well thought out. I want to know, is there anything along the way throughout the process that took you by surprise, something that you couldn't have planned for?
I'm surprised every day, honestly. And I think that is where that's where the passion really is so important, and that's why it's, and we talk about this on our team a lot, but um, we also believe in iterative design, right? So it's like this is the Defy bra. So we're going to be launching this bra in our amazing inclusive nude tones. Um, and this is the clay. So this is our third darkest skin tone. And when we first created the Defy bra, it was fantastic. And obviously we thought it was as close to perfect as it could be when we launched it. But we are constantly learning from customers, and we're constantly surprised by things that we thought we knew. And then you get more data and you get more information, and you have to evolve your point of view. And I think that's part of what industries that have been stagnant for a long time miss, right? It's like there's so much innovation happening in Silicon Valley because people are always looking for the next newest thing, and how do we do it better and faster and with greater intelligence. And I think sometimes in physical goods, because manufacturing cycles are long and it's hard to make something innovative, it's hard to change the way the world works. There's friction everywhere. So there's all these kind of subtle forces that are telling you, just go ahead and do it the way everybody's always done it. But I think that our ethos as a company is you have to always be willing to be surprised, and you have to always be willing to be wrong. We call them false anchors, where it's like, oh, this looks like a great harbor. Let's drop our anchor here. This is going to be great. Well, but then the little waves start crashing. Like we realized that we needed 3X. We thought that we knew who our customers were, but we really were hearing from the biggest sizes that they just weren't big enough. And so we've responded to that and changed that. And, there have been a lot of surprises that come with the actual fit of the garment. We've learned a lot. For example, once you start getting above like a large, your torso shape changes, right? Rolls, we get rolls. The curvier bodies have rolls. That means you have to think differently about the bottom edge of the band. You can't make the size small and the 3X. The 3X can't be a bigger version of the size small, because somebody's body needs at a small and somebody's body needs at a 3X are totally different. And so I guess I'll have to think about whether there's, one big surprise, but I think that it's really just a lot of little surprises, and being willing to recognize when you need to pull up that anchor and move to a new harbor.
Such a good mindset. Yeah, that's amazing. It really shows that you started out with the whole idea of things are gonna need to change from what bras always were, to even now that we've made this bra, there's still progress, there's still things that need to happen, and that's really amazing.
I guess that would be one thing that I would say, one thing that I was surprised about. So I'm as an innovation minded person, I have been a little bit surprised, but I understand it. Like a lot of folks are just slow to change their behaviors. Like I think customer adoption has been interesting. Like the whole idea of wearing, like this is an everyday bra. You can wear this every day, everywhere, to the office, to the meeting. But I think it comes from just the confusion that exists. There's so many different bras out there. There's so many different constructions. One brand might make something that fits you perfectly, and then the next time they release that very same bra, it fits you totally differently. So I think that women have what I call disappointment fatigue, where they're like, I just don't want to be disappointed by another new bra. I've gotten promised over and over and over that this bra will be different and better, and then I try it and it's just a different version of the same thing. So I think that has been a surprise, is that it really takes time and education. And I think that's why our boutique partners like Brio are so important, because it is so confusing. If you're going to just go to the internet and try and find a bra, you are going to be in for a challenge. There's so much noise. And so being able to walk into a boutique, which is a locally owned business, which is something you can feel great about anyway, and then walk in and know that there's somebody there who has experience, who is seeing so many different bodies all day long, and that can give you a product that's already vetted, that's huge. And I think that's the best bra shopping experience you can have, is still to go to your local bra boutique and try it on, experience it. The reason why bra boutiques have such low return rates is because the customer service is so excellent, and the salespeople are so knowledgeable. So that's, I'm so happy that we're getting our products, not just selling them online, but getting them in stores, because I think that's the best experience for the customer.
Definitely. Yeah, thank you. And we're thrilled, as I said, to have your bras here because it gives such a good option to so many people. It's amazing the huge range of people that the bra works perfectly for. Yeah.
I know. Yes. And they're so soft too, because then you can feel how soft they are.
Yeah, and so while we're talking about that, let's talk a little bit about the colors, because the color palette that you've originally set your bras out in is quite unusual. It's not the kind of thing that you usually see when you walk into a bra store. So how did you go about choosing which colors are going to be the ones that you use?
So most companies start with like pink and black. And we wanted to do, a little bit of that counter culture perspective, but we wanted to do something that was different. So we launched with our original products, we launched in a midnight lace, so a digital lace print, because we wanted to bring that technology. But then we launched with our inclusive nude palette. And should I go grab one to show you?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, all right. So, well, actually behind me here, you can kind of see some of our color inspiration boards, but we launched originally with our True Complexion palette tones, and sand is our lightest color. I hope you can see that there. And then we have mica, and they're all named after natural minerals. And we love to keep things grounded in nature, because it's a good reminder that your natural body should lead or can lead. It doesn't have to, I think sometimes we forget that there's value in the way your body is on its own, right? Like always respecting that what your body brings to the table. And then we've got clay and mica, which is our darkest skin tone. And we also have a lighter skin tone, which we've been discontinuing because really sand serves fair skin tones so well. So we started with these, and we actually did our complexion palette in tones that were derived from a scientific method. We scanned hundreds of diverse skin tones with a Pantone scanner, and brought that to our 10 favorite shades, and then worked it down from there to the ones that really were the most inclusive. And so always, I just believe in using the knowledge and technology that's available to make things as good as they can be. And so these have been a huge, huge success, because everybody loves something that's going to disappear even under your light and white and sheer colored clothing. So these have been a really important top seller, but I know it was very unusual to not launch with black, right? And we're definitely adding black in more and more, because people love black, and will always continue to serve black. But the digitally printed laces were our way of nodding to that beautiful lace that everybody loves. And let's see, do I have those? Like here's a digitally printed lace. This is our onyx lace. Here is our this is a digitally printed lace print in amethyst. But then when we launched with the amethyst color right here, this was what we called a tonal nude. And what we found was that if you carefully select your colors, you can have what we call tonal nudes, which kind of double as beautiful fashion colors. So if your strap peeks out, like here for me, you can see, I like this Himalayan salt even more than a nude, because if it shows, it's just a pretty little pink. And I think that looks prettier than a true nude. Now, nude looks fine too, right? It blends in. That's the whole idea. But these tonal nudes, and that's what our Beyond bra has launched in. So this is the Himalayan salt. This is the rose quartz. The Himalayan salt is going to disappear for fair skin tones like mine. This is going to disappear for a mid-range. And then we have a Celestine, which is a beautiful blue color. Do I have it here? Celestine, which disappears for mid to dark skin tones, disappears under white. So we kind of keep those tones warm enough that they're not going to show through as a color under your sheer colors. And then this is our newest color sneak peek that is coming out. This is the Manzanita, and for your super dark skin tones, this disappears under white as well. But those tonal nudes are both a beautiful fashion color, and they're going to disappear under white. Now, that said, you've got to have someone to communicate that to the customer. So we're going to be rounding out all of our offerings with those true complexion, true nude offerings, because that's such an easy, basic go-to for a customer.